It's NAB 2023. We're here in the Northall on the Blackmagic design stand. I'm here with Darren. Hi.
Hi there.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, very good, thank you.
Excellent.
So we're here to talk a little bit about studio cameras. We chatted about the Blackmagic design. Hang on, let me get this right. Studio
camera 4K
Pro
Correct.
in Barcelona at ISE.
Yes.
And there's been some updates.
There has indeed, yes. So at ISE, we were looking at the Studio Camera 4K Pro.
Yep.
Just a few weeks after that, we released a new version of the 4K camera, which is the Studio Camera 4K Pro G2, which adds some really nice feature enhancements into that. So with the Studio Camera 4K Pro G2, you now have direct RTMP streaming from that camera. So what that means is we can stream directly to some of our newer ATEM television studios that support streaming on their inputs. We can also stream directly to an ATEM streaming bridge, for example, and convert that back to SDI or HDMI. So it just builds upon the Ethernet connectivity that the previous camera had. Before, you had to go into a studio camera and we were just doing an Ethernet to studio converter back to SDI. Now you can actually stream this over the internet or over a network into your switcher rather than having to have longer cable runs for SDI.
And it's not something you can add as a firmware upgrade to the version 1. You have got to have the new.
Correct, yeah. It is a G2 hardware revision, so it's different to the first iteration. So that's what we released a few weeks after ISE. We also launched this camera here, which looks very similar, but this is the Blackmagic Studio Camera 6K Pro. So this has the same benefits as the 4K Pro G2, so it has that direct RTMP streaming, but the key difference with this one is the fact that it has an EF lens mount and a 6K sensor.
6K, yeah.
Correct. So what this means is we can utilize EF lenses on this. So we've got the Canon CNE 18-80 on this, which is a great lens with servo controls, means we can have motorized zoom and focus. Brilliant for use with the Blackmagic focus.
All the accessories work.
Exactly, Blackmagic focus and zoom demands. Yeah, so you've got all of the features, the accessories and the features you had with the previous cameras, but this time with the EF lens mount and the 6K sensor. And we're finding that customers are really appreciating the ability to have the use of EF glass versus the micro four thirds that they were using on the Studio Camera 4K, for example.
Are we seeing any different applications here as well? Being 6K over 4K,
yeah, I mean,
is 4K enough? You know, there's always that argument, and you know, indoor, outdoor, etc.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big benefits, I mean, the outputs of this is still going to be Ultra HD in terms of the SDI outputs and the Ethernet outputs. We're still going to be working in 4K for live production. But the fact that you've got a 6K sensor in there, if we do attach some storage to the camera, so we attach a USB-C drive and record Blackmagic RAW whilst we're shooting, it means we've got a higher resolution video format to work with in post-production. So we've got that Blackmagic RAW in 6K. We can work with a H.264 proxy, for example, with our live production switches, and then we can remaster out at 6K, which is a really huge workflow benefit, and people can have faster, efficient workflows in post-production, but then remaster to 6K at the end. So I do think we'll see lots of people utilising that workflow.
And the 4K Pro G2, you mentioned this is EF, still micro four thirds on the 4K.
That's correct, yes. Still micro four thirds on the 4K Pro G2. So now we've got a choice whether customers want to, or already have micro four thirds glass, or they're already using EF lenses. They can make a choice based on their lens preferences and what they want to use with this camera.
Yeah, and I've got a memory that one of them's got built-in, or all of them got built-in ND.
So yes, the 6K Pro does have built-in ND filters. So that means, again, if we are shooting outside, you mentioned it earlier, if we want to go outside and shoot on location, we don't have to have external ND filters on the lenses. We do have 0, 2, 4 and 6 stop ND built into the camera electronically, so we can utilise that. Right.
Both, well, obviously the 4K Pro G2 is probably shipping because that's been released. Shipping?
Both shipping, yes. So the 6K Pro is priced at $2,495 and that's available now. The 4K Pro G2 is priced at, I think, $1,865, also shipping now as well.
Fantastic, thank you very much. Now we're going to have another chat about, I think, some ATEM updates.
Correct, yes.
Brilliant. Look out for that one, and for everything else that we're doing at the show, please visit gitplus.com.